Hi, it's Scrappy Kathy here with another of several challenges today. First of all, it's Khristina Day. Those of us who are lucky enough to be in the circle that's created by Khristina Sorge out in this hobby of ours. Through Redefined Creative, the Creative Cuts Club, and Secret Not Secret Kit Club, and everything else that she does. The 9th of every month, we celebrate Khristina Day. And for this, I'm actually going to lift a pin of hers, and this is it right here. It's this original. It's just so stinking cute. I'm going to use my, first of all, I'm doing her pin, a layout of hers, and I wish I had every single one of those papers. And I'm using my For the Love of Handmade Kits kit. This is the recipe for July 2020. I revealed the kit a couple days ago. I've used it for one layout before this one, but one of my showpiece papers was this one, and I've cut this and this off of it, and I've got a bit of the reverse side in one of my paper scraps. I've got a bunch of stickers. I took a bunch of stickers from this sticker sheet and put them on the plainer paper scraps that I had, like this one, and I've got decorated paper scraps. So let me put that back in there. The photo I'm using is this one of Reese, and because Reese has kind of some Kraft colors on her, I got the idea to do the Kraft Plus challenge for this month in this layout as well. And the challenge this month is something to do with Shakespeare. So I figured that since Reese is kind of sitting here posing for the camera, she kind of looks like she's contemplating the reasons for her existence, right? So I'm going to title this one, To Be or Not to Be. So I have a little alpha. This is one thing I pulled from my supplies that is not part of the kit. This is kind of a beigey gray. It's not exactly Kraft, but I think it's going to work for the title. I have no idea where I'm going to put the title. And I have this stack of miscellaneous things. I have a tag and a little frame, this little scrap, this tab, and these scraps to do where's the original? To do all of these things. I think her scraps are about 1 inch wide. I made mine 2 inches wide because I didn't really have as many in this smaller size that I couldn't use for other things. So you can kind of see the stickers I use there. So I'm going to try to alternate the ones that have stickers and ones that don't. I have already, I've stuck some of the stickers here. I'm not sure that jars and the bottom of a terracotta pot have anything to do with a dog sitting on a couch contemplating her existence, but I just thought I'd throw it in there. I have this and this, which I showed you before, and I have these two sticky note stickery things, and a Kraft frame that I've cut in two, and I have a little glittery arrow with looked like a feather, and I went ahead and doodled on it to make it into a feather. And so those are the things that I'm going to work with. This is also a clear sticker from my Sunny Days by Maggie Holmes clear sticker set. And I thought I'd try to work this in there somewhere. So that's a title and subtitle. I also have half a doily, and so I'm going to try to work that in. The original, this piece is all the way to the left, or mostly to the left. It's maybe a ½ an inch from the left. I just kind of placed it here, and the green print is the reverse side of this. So I didn't have a nice little black and white stripe to use there, so I used that. I'm going to place the photo first and then place everything else kind of around it. I want this to go like that, to kind of fit up there. It's kind of standing in for this flower cluster there, and I'll try to work the tag and this other frame here, maybe like so. We'll see how that works out. So in any case, I think I'm going to do this, and then I'll figure out all of this stuff when I can. Okay, let me put this here, and I'll get some. I've lifted it up on foam. Kind of do that. I've matted the photo on some of that thick cardstock from my premium stack that I had. I'll go ahead and put this here, maybe lift it up a bit and get some adhesive on there, kind of tuck it in. And then I'd like to work this doily in as well, kind of right there. Okay, burnish that in a bit. Okay, that's there. I want to incorporate this. It's the colors are starkly different from what's going on here, but I still think I'm going to like it. I'm going to do it kind of like this, and then I'll do the other one maybe like that. Okay, those have absolutely no relevance to anything going on, but when your photo is of a puppy dog, nothing has to be relevant because the puppy dog is the most relevant thing at any given moment. This is obviously a piece of Vicky Bouton paper that I'd cut into a frame. I'm inclined to use this side of it, but this side might actually also work. And in fact, since I'm going to use kind of tuck it back behind here, I guess I could use both, right? Maybe like that, something. Let me try that. I'm just gonna stick a little tiny dot of glue up at the top corners, and that way I can tuck the bottom in wherever I want. Kind of do that across there. And then do this. I like that terracotta color. It really is kind of the primary color that stands out in that floral. So there. And where's my tag? What did I do with my glittery tag? I know I want to use this somewhere. Maybe I can squeeze it in like that. There we go. I can do that. There's my tag. You probably saw it all along. Okay, let me get that burnished. With things on different levels, it's kind of hard to get that adhesive stuck down there properly. Okay, here I may need to cut part of that off. Get this down. I actually want to use it here. And I'm hitting the foam backing. That's okay. This also needs to go kind of up in the same area here, and I'm just layering one on top of the other without regard to color or pattern. And that shouldn't surprise any of you who've ever watched me work or seen anything I've done. Okay, so I've got this little bit right here that has the word fun on it, and the rest of the sentiment wasn't something I thought I'd use. So I might kind of move that in there. Okay, that works. And then this may maybe fit across there. Just kind of let it stay sticking up. I'm not gluing down this end or this end because I want it to kind of have some freedom of movement with that. And I'm going to add in, I do have a tiny bit of black and white, and I know Khristina loves black and white with pops of color. So I'm gonna sneak this in. Maybe right up here. Did it? Let's see. I wanted it to go behind, but I think this is going to be easier. Okay, and that leaves me another bit of it to go someplace else, and that maybe can go down here, let me do this first. I'm gonna do that. And let me do some outlining on this one. And I will put this in kind of right there. Okay, it just, the black and white stripe just really pops out and emphasizes just everything. So let me do this tiny bit of frame right over here, and I'm layering it on top of the leaf intentionally so it's kind of more part of the photo cluster. And then I'm going to do this one possibly at a wonky angle over here. Now I've done all this work and I haven't even done the main design feature, which is this little row of scraps, but we'll get there. Okay, here, and I'm going to put it, now here it's actually part of the embellishment cluster, but I'm trying to keep it parallel with the photo. Okay, and they're offset, and they're different parts of them showing. So the one problem there is here is that piece of foam, because there's foam under the frame and this isn't necessary. So right here, I've got a little thing that says the best, and I like that. I'm going to put a little tiny bit of glue there and kind of rub that around so the glue covers, it thins out for one thing. Let me bring it in a bit so we're still seeing this little pink thing underneath. That's okay, there we go. I could have cut a bit of that off. Okay, now, I have this that I wanted to use just for the pop of color and shine of something metallic. And it kind of goes up here. These glitter polka dots on here are repeated in that glitter, and I wanted that metallic to kind of reflect the metallic lines that are in that twine. And I'm not sure if that really accomplishes much that is meaningful to anyone, but okay, so let me organize these things. Kind of let me do this. Alternate the placement. I'm actually going to cut part of that off and stick it completely under there. A little bit like that. This one I may overlay on top of the photo because it's not really covering anything. I really don't want to completely cover this. Do that. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I'm going to undo, first of all, I'm going to do two things. I'm going to take the foam off, and I'm going to lift this guy up. It's really on there. Well, I should have known on the better than to do that on the bottom of the paper. So I can still slide that up under there. I'm going to put it at a slight angle, and I'm going to trust that I'll find something to work right here. And this is bothering me. There's a little exposed corner right there, so I'm going to have to find a tiny embellishment to go there. I like this, and I want it to be the thing, this last thing on this corner here. I'll let that cactus kind of come up there. Well, you know, it wants to be at this angle, and I'm going to let it be at that angle. I'm going to do this one. Actually, I'm going to do this. Right here. That's okay. And then this can go, that actually is not okay at all. I'm gonna fuss about with this for longer than I should. Okay, that'll work. I like this one to kind of layer over that one because it has a decoration on it. And then I'll take a plain one to go right there. And then I'll take this decorated one to go here. This plain one to kind of go under. And then this one will go like that. That'll work. Okay. There we go. Now, I'll do a little bit of housekeeping before we get the title on. That's going to stay there, and then this will, that's actually going to be propped up on some foam because I have a piece of foam and I have some glue, and that I think is going to make that work better. Let me toss that. This happy little moments, I think, can go here, and then the to be or not to be can maybe go right up in there. So let me do this. And because it's clear, I need to maybe watch how it goes on there. Let me get it like that. Okay. I've found with those, if you really burnish them in well, they take on a more matte look, and it looks a little more like a stamp. And if you really didn't want the background showing through here, you can put it on a piece of white cardstock, and then it seems like I need something here, and I don't know what it is. Maybe I need another piece of this guy. Let me see something. I've probably ruined the other half of that doily. I really don't want so much showing through that it covers my little subtitle there. So let me try this. A little bit more off of it. Okay, I've cut it down quite a bit, but I think that's what's missing there, don't you? Let's do that. And I'm just going to put a little bit of glue in one place. And that way it won't stick while I'm trying to kind of faff about with it, making it fit in. Okay, there we go. All right, now let's do the title, and we're done. I think I counted letters here, and it seemed to have what I needed. I'm going to start it overlapping the two colors there. This was so fun. I loved this pen when I first saw it, and I knew I'd have to do it sometime. It's perfect. Oh, wrong letter. It's perfect for using scraps. And here, my kit for the love of homemade kits is almost entirely made up of scraps. So let me get that down there. I need an R. Okay. See if I can get the end, get it to bend where the N is, so I can grab it with my tweezers. I didn't measure, so I have no idea whether that's gonna fit or not. And so this is also challenge accepted this week. Shannon Alwar and I are doing the same sketch, or the same lift, the same pen, and I will put Shannon's address in her a link to her page in the comments, along with all the others doing their own pins at off the board. And you can follow all of those. There's going to be lots of inspiration this month because I think there are 3 of us doing videos every day in addition to Crystal. And then others are, including Khristina, are kind of popping in and out throughout the month. But there's lots to see, at least 4 or 5 videos every day. So there's my title, To Be or Not to Be. And to tie that all in, I'm going to actually do some journaling here. Reese ponders her existence. Okay, so there we are. I've got miscellaneous and assorted things, colors that don't match, you know, all the hallmarks of a Scrappy Kathy layout, and a cute little dog that makes it all worthwhile. Okay, so this didn't stick, and we'll just have to fix that. That should do it. Okay, this was fun, and as you can see, this is a very versatile layout that you can do up many ways. Khristina has this the black and white underneath the pink there. Doing it black and white, pink and green, which is the theme here, something I dearly love, but I don't know that that would have been necessarily the best color scheme for a little Kraft colored doggy. I did manage to sneak in this lime green, and I really had to go with these leaves because they kind of match the intensity of that lime. I thought the lime would go with this paper because of this green in here, but it's just so much more subdued a green. This actually goes a little bit better with it, even though it's not quite the same color. So anyway, I've got little bits of green around to reflect that. I've got birdhouses and cacti, the Stuck on You. That's the name of the paper line that those stickers go with. The whole Stuck on You idea is works with a little goofy puppy dog, and I didn't have quite enough glue on there, so let me fix that, or else I'll have to, it'll come out and I'll end up fixing it during one of my layout shares because I won't remember that it needs to be fixed. Okay, let me get my trusty popsicle stick to kind of slide that up in there. Well, now I see it went in smoothly and perfectly before. It just didn't stay stuck. Okay, so there we go. It's done. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you tomorrow. And this is Challenge Accepted, Kraft Plus Monthly Challenge, and Khristina Day, Lifting a Pin by Khristina Sword. Tomorrow will be Mixed Media Frenzy, and I'll combine that lift with my off the board. And it's all for off the board with pineapple papers. And that's the what you'll see in my on the overall title of the video. It's a it's a forfer, I guess. So I actually like it. I think I wouldn't have liked this green if I didn't have these guys, and I wouldn't have liked these guys if I didn't have that green. So I think I'm happy with it. And there's certainly a lot of craft. These frames and this little tag, kind of, and then even the matting on the photo is kind of a shade of Kraft that those besides just the background. So I'm happy with it. I love this, and it's a fitting layout for a little puppy. So thank you for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye.